Hello there, welcome to Every Woman. I'm Shuli Ghosh. On this week's programme, we'll be looking at art, music and politics. Why an international best-selling book in Iran is being condemned as US propaganda by critics. The young Libyan artist trying to cross the cultural divide through her Japanese-inspired cartoons. And the singer from Greenland using music as a message. 5 years ago, an Iranian professor, Azar Nafisi, wrote about a secret book club she set up with other women to discuss forbidden Western literature. Titled Reading Lolita in Tehran, her memoirs were an instant bestseller, translated into 32 languages and hailed as a true insight into the oppressed lives of women after the Islamic Revolution. But now, critics are questioning that view. Academics say Nafisi's book is a damaging representation of Iran and its people, propaganda which panders to a stereotypical view of women there.
Basically, the conversation would be, where are you from? Oh, I'm an Iranian American. Have you read Reading Lolita in Tehran?
And they asked me where I'm from, and I say I'm from Iran. And then they say, oh, we know about Iran. We've read Reading Lolita in Tehran. Many people were happy that for the first time an Iranian woman's book was so well received. And then I think slowly people are beginning to understand.
You read Reading Lolita in Tehran and you think that Iranian men never laugh. They never tell a joke. They would never really sit down to a cup of tea with a woman and be friends with her. The picture was just basically villains and victims.
I have to tell everybody that what she says about the Islamization of higher education in Iran is exactly to the last point accurate. Because and the picture she gives of some of these people is absolutely accurate. It is by no means one-sided. If it is one-sided, it's because these people are one-sided.
I think it would be fair to say that it has made a very significant enough of an impact that it needs to be discussed seriously and addressed.
Azar Nafisi wrote the international bestseller Reading Lolita in Tehran after she moved to America from Iran, and her close association with neoconservatives has divided readers. One Iranian academic has written her own critical response, a book called Jasmine and Stars, Reading More Than Lolita in Tehran, presented at a recent conference in Washington.
Sociologists have talked about ghost stories. You have, sometimes you have entire peoples or entire cultures turn into a ghost in the sense that they are everywhere in the background, but they never really come to view. You never get to hear them. In many ways, Muslim women are that kind of a ghost now in the Western public discourse. The pictures on the cover of Reading Lolita in Tehran shows two very young Iranian women wearing black headscarf and looking down. And the way the picture is cropped and the part of it that you see really very much corresponds to the expectation of the Western readership. But when you look at the total picture, these two girls are looking at the newspaper. And they're in fact in the election headquarters of President Khatami. They're very much involved. They're out there, have been active with the campaign. I also felt that people could not read that book and imagine that a very vibrant reform movement is going on in Iran. That some of the issues that are addressed in Reading Lolita in Tehran, which is about reform in the law, gender law, the Iranian people are very aware of them and are trying to deal with them. All these people are almost entirely masked when you read books like Reading Lolita in Tehran. And I say books like Reading Lolita in Tehran because it's not the only one.
Any airport, major airport in the United States, sells one of those books in which a victim Muslim woman, her story sells. These stories sell. They sell something potentially very dangerous. In Algeria, for example, French colonial presence was being legitimized because the Arabs are uncivilized. And they were uncivilized because of their treatment of women. Now we see the same thing being repeated currently. It is in the war was to free Afghan women, to defend Afghan women's rights. It was to bring civilization, bring democracy. It neutralizes a very important and significant anti-war force. We cannot talk about the homogeneous victim women in the Orient. We have so many different kinds of experiences. Women's experiences are divided by class, age, and geographical location. If the picture Azar Nafisi paints is the truth, how come that we have so many novels written by women? How come we have so many films that make it to world film festivals? In fact, there are now more female directors in Iran than there are in the United States. And none of that is in that book. And of course, the Nobel Peace Prize goes to an Iranian woman, something that anybody reading that book would never imagine.
The row over women's lives in Iran there. To South America now, and the Good Shepherd jail in Colombia, where thousands of women are held for crimes ranging from drug trafficking to violence. One inmate is Hashima, a Malaysian convicted for trying to smuggle cocaine. But inside the prison walls, Hashima has made a name for herself as a singer. Every woman has exclusive footage of a day in the life of a jailbird.
Today is a special day for one of the thousands of women held in the Good Shepherd jail in Colombia. Hashima, who has asked us not to use her real name, is famous for her Malaysian songs. She's often asked to sing by school groups visiting the prison. Today, she's been asked by the prison director to give a special singing performance for the prison's beauty contest.
Vestido no, de mujer no, ¿cierto? No. De hombre. Es normal así. Porque quiero que sea algo muy nice. O sea, que esté bien linda ya, con un frac, sí. ¿Así también? Ay, no, directora.
The prison director, happy that Hashima agreed to sing in a prison concert, suddenly offered Hashima a phone conversation with her mother. Hashima's family do not know she's even in prison.
Mi mamá. Ma, I don't know. The directora in the prison, she allowed me to talk to you, you know. I don't know that you're so sad, you're so sick, and all. I can't call because I don't have any money, you know.
The other thousands of women in the Good Shepherd are preparing for the beauty contest. The women here have been found guilty of many different offenses.
Y estoy aquí por documento falso. Llevo un mes. Yo llegué acá por hurto, agravado calificado, concierto para delinquir y porte ilegal de armas.
Iba con cocaína en una maleta de doble fondo. O sea, para que no lo hagan. No hagan eso. No hagan eso.
Hashima came to Colombia after being invited by a Colombian girl on an internet chat room. Yet, when she was returning to Malaysia, she claims that her Colombian friend asked her to take a bag that did not belong to Hashima.
When I went to the airport, the immigration and all that, I passed everything. When the policeman told me to take the bag and put on top of it, I opened and he was like, what type of smell is this, why it's different and all that. He opened and he was telling why it's so weight, heavy and all that. I didn't think about the bag, I didn't think any of the drugs or anything. When he was saying, you have a cocaine in your bag.
Hashima denies that she was a trafficker. She says that she pleaded guilty in the court, only so she could have her sentence reduced from 8 years to 5.
Sometimes when I have money, they will, be my friends. When now I don't have anything, they are not my friends. When sometimes they want to fight because of this girl and that girls, and they with the thing and all that, the knife you call cuchillo, and they scratch you like that and all that, you're getting big problems.
As the dances in the prison start, Hashima and the prison director begin to get ready.
Me gusta así, me gusta así.
Que cuando llegue a la tarima...
Pero vea que le quedó bueno, claro que a usted no le gusta porque es de mujer, ¿no?
Tenemos aquí a esa Rosa mujer, no es colombiana, aclaramos primero eso. Razones de la vida.
My dream is to be someone, to sing, to be a singer now, because the singing already started from here in a prison. So I wish that this thing will bring me out a better person.
Well, we're going to take a short break now, but coming up, using cartoons to bring down the barriers, we meet the young artist who draws a comic strip to bridge the cultural gap. Stay with us.